name is MBZ Live, and this is my tale as a twisted youngin.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Myra.
And this is Desi Dash.
And once again, you're tuned in to another episode of Twisted Youngin, and we're here with MBZ Live in the building.
What's up with it? What's up with it?
Thanks for coming. A pleasure to have you.
Yes. It's a pleasure to be here for sure.
All right,
sure.
dope. I appreciate it, man. So I've been checking you out, and you have this EP called Angry Suburban Kids.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. I appreciate y'all for having me. But yeah, I got that out right now. Available on SoundCloud only at the moment. Yeah.
Tell you, like, what was your thought process going into this?
Really, it was a collab project between me and a good producer friend named Jay Alexander, Going Crazy. I just took it from the perspective of, like, you know, you get the perspective of, like, yeah, you know, I'm a crazy kid from the projects, you know what I'm saying? Which is, you know, I can definitely relate with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, just because this project is named Angry Suburban Kid that I'm not a kid from the projects, but I was just trying to give it a perspective from the, you know, the young wild kid that's out in, like, Kirkwood that's really about that action for real too, though. You know what I'm saying? No, I know some guys out there that's going hard just as much as my guy from the project. So, you know, I just tried to put a little perspective on their side too.
So you are from the suburbs, so you had a decent upbringing.
Yeah, I mean,
life. So you weren't raised in the projects.
I mean, I was born and raised in the projects for sure.
Okay.
But I transitioned and I had well, in St. Louis we got what we call a DSEG program, where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you could be a kid from the inner city, but you know what I'm saying, you can get transported to school, to like a top county school, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I'm a
better
kid,
education.
Yeah, so I'm a kid that's, you know what I'm saying, I'm growing up and, you know, I'm with the kids in the projects, but I'm going to school with, you know what I'm saying, more of the diverse Chinese, Mexicans, and you know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
I'm seeing a lot of the different side of it, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it was just a tale of two stories for real.
And you learned that most people can't interact with these people, but you got best of both sides.
Yeah, like I found that extremely hard. Like, you know, a lot of my cousins and my family members couldn't, you know what I'm saying, hold a conversation with a lot of the people that I was interacting with. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I guess I definitely looked at it as it was a privilege for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, neglect my mama and my grandmama for, you know, sending me them ways for, you know. They did their job and it definitely made me the man I am today.
That's why you comfortable in any setting.
Any setting, like I can be in a room with, you know what I'm saying, you know, Jerry, or you know what I'm saying, like, or
right.
you know, Lil Steve, you know what I'm saying? I could feel comfortable in any room and be myself and speak intellectual.
Now, I see that you're really pushing a track called Ask.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that one of your favorite tracks, or is that like the single that you're really emphasizing at this point?
Yeah, it was definitely the single that I was pushing before the Angry Suburban Kids project, because that's what Angry Suburban Kids is short for, Ask. And I was just on some, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm at a new me now, you know what I'm saying, I done did all the favors and I done showed as much love as I can, so, you know what I'm saying, if you ask me, I'm on a whole nother page, I'm on a whole nother level now, so, you know what I'm saying, all the past stuff is in the past, we working on the future now, so.
How long have you been rapping?
I really been rapping for a very long time. I took it from, I can honestly say, like, you know what I'm saying, it was something I picked up from my little brother, you know what I'm saying, and he had a little accident, so, you know what I'm saying, I just picked it up from him, and then, you know what I'm saying, kept going.
Right, dope. So, we're gonna get technical for a minute. What is more important to you? Is it the flow, the beat, or the lyrics, or at this point is it just like, okay, whatever comes to mind, I'm just gonna make how I feel at that point when you're putting the project together?
Really, everything that you said, really plays a very important piece in my creating process.
Okay.
And also, I don't think you mentioned my concept. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to start with my concept before I even start making music. I already like see the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I already be conceptualizing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this is where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? This is where I'm at in life, so this the project that I'm at, so it needs a certain, I ain't trying to say I'm, like, extremely technical, but, like, the message that go into it, and, you know what I'm saying? And as far as, like, how I want it to sound and what wave I really want to be on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put a lot of that into, you know what I'm saying, my creating process, for sure.
Do you smoke?
Yes, definitely.
Do you feel like weed enhances the creative skills or it kills it?
No.
You don't?
I honestly feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's an urban myth.
It doesn't do much for you, huh?
Yeah,
Definitely.
like the whole, I also feel like,
so it can't get you on the other level. It can't get you on that level.
I feel like it can calm you down, and you know what I'm saying. And when you in that, and when you want to chill, it can help you. You know what I'm saying, like pass time, and you know what I'm saying. Of course.
Do it like help you focus? Like block everybody?
I feel like for certain people, for sure. You know what I mean? You know, it plays effect to different people, but I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, everybody it's just like now, like, you know what I'm saying, you got certain people that come in the studio, don't even smoke, just go in the studio. We need some weed in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that's just the,
right.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Antidote, that's what's gonna
like,
get you.
No.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Like, also like the just, you know what I'm saying, stand up until like no sleep game. You know what I'm saying? That brain killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Get your rest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get your rest, bro. Like, get your sleep, man. Wake up and think about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely adamant, and you know what I'm saying. One thing to be, you know what I'm saying, to apply pressure on what you want to do. But you know what I'm saying? Be strategic and be adamant about what you want to do.
What inspires you? Who inspires you at that? Like,
man, that's extreme. That's a hard question. You know what I'm saying? If I say like, it's just certain things. If I'm looking for what you mean, like far as
music. Inspiration,
I ain't gonna fake it. A lot of people are afraid to just like really admit like who inspired them. But Lil Wayne is definitely a very big inspiration to me. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying?
Wonder why people afraid to admit that. Like, what's wrong with that?
I don't know, bro. Like, I be really finding it crazy, bro. A lot of people just like afraid to admit, like, oh, it's hard to look up to somebody for being great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I never want somebody to take it from me. The next young little bro, like looking up to me because I'm saying the right thing and I'm doing the right thing. Somebody making him feel a certain way for looking up to me. I would hate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
I would hate that.
After you done put all this time in.
After I done put in this time to actually, you know what I'm saying? But then again, you know, some people don't want to be role models. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
I mean, crazy. Like, because, you know, people look up to people that ain't even role models.
Exactly.
Like, Jimi Hendrix. And he was on that shit bad, but
crazy.
People love Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, laced in the headband. Wave, and people would, like, you know what I'm saying?
Tear up a whole stage.
Real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? And these the people the people that don't want to be role models. You know what I'm saying?
How important is a performance presence? Like, when you perform up there, you know, some people just rap their stuff, like, to have command of the crowd. Like, a lot of people think just performing that they automatically assume that the command of the crowd is gonna come, but nah, that's something you have to work on as well, right?
I truly believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Just because you got a good record.
Man, just because you got a good record, man, put your time and focus into your stage presence. Practice this stuff. It started off as MC for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Crowd control, mic control, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna be able to control over 1,000 people just walking back and forth with the marching legs, bro. You know
So
what
if you're at a show and you're up and you're performing and you have a couple people just in their phone texting, not really
I'm in
not paying attention to that. How do you
face.
demand that? Like, hey, demand that respect. Like,
It's
how do you take
thing,
control of your performance?
It's one thing to demand, and then I feel like it's another thing to command. Like it's like, or just like, not necessarily like just, you know what I'm saying. I feel like you gotta it's one thing to just be who you is on that stage, you know what I'm saying? It definitely take time and practice, because I ain't gonna say I done came out on stage, you know what I'm saying, and I was just this lit, blah, 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 and BG Live guy, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I done got booed, like, you know what I'm saying? Skirt, like, hold up. To left, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely take practice, and it take time to understand, like, all right, this how I want to come, like, you know what I'm saying? I can be overly obnoxious, but I mean I can overexert myself, but not be too obnoxious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can. You hear me scream my message, but make sure it truly get across. Like, you know what I'm saying, and be yelling and jumping around. You know what I'm saying, and make sure it, you know, it's understood. But I definitely feel like performing is definitely a key factor in your artistry. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing to be in the studio, you know what I'm saying, performing it, but it's another thing when you in front of when you on stage and you trying to broadcast it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Plug yourself, bro. Let them know what you got coming. Let them know your social media links, everything.
All right, well, my name is BG Live. Y'all already know. I want to definitely thank Twisted Youngins for having me, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I got this new project, 1111, on the way, collabing with my homie from New York, Slime Beast. Big shout out to bro. We got 1111 dropping November 27th. And some new waves on the way, man. I thank y'all.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.